Ding 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 ding.
Africa.
What do you know about Africa?
What do you know about
Africa?
Hey, this is Layla with What Do You Know About Africa? And we have another friend here with us that's going to try and answer some of our questions. What's your name, sir?
My name's Jimmy.
Jimmy, nice to meet you. First question, is Africa a country or a continent?
It's a continent.
A continent.
Country.
Continent?
Yes, I do.
And?
And that would be a continent.
A continent. Good, good, very good. And in this continent of Africa, do you know how many countries there are?
Maybe 18?
18? Okay, 18 and...
A lot.
A lot. How many is a lot, Michael?
More than I can probably name.
Well, you don't have to name them all, but give us a number.
I don't know, maybe like... You said how many countries are there?
Yes.
Probably like over 200.
Oh, I'd say about maybe 24.
I think about 25.
Somewhere between 30 and 40.
Okay, 30 and 40. And of these 30 and 40, do you know, can you name 5 or 6 for us?
Sure. Let's start with South Africa down on the bottom.
Okay.
Botswana. Circle around to the east, go Kenya. Egypt. Ghana. I'm making a loop here. Was that 5 or do I need another?
That's 5. That was perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure, there's Kenya, South Africa, Morocco, Uganda, Liberia, Egypt, I guess, is on the continent of Africa.
You guess? Is it?
It's barely. Yep.
Uh-huh.
And what else? The Congo. There's Botswana.
Yeah.
There's the Ivory Coast.
Okay, you got a good number of countries.
Okay.
Egypt, Ethiopia, South Africa, I guess Cairo. Well, Cairo would be a city. I just don't know.
That's okay. No, that's fine. That's perfect. And do you know what languages they speak there?
Not really. No.
Can you guess at any?
I honestly don't.
Okay, and
Well, they speak French up there. I know that. They also speak English because it was a few other. Well, I guess Egyptian.
Egyptian, French, English.
Do you know it?
I was gonna say French, but
Well, they speak everything from French and English to Arabic to just a variety of languages.
Do you have an idea about how many languages they might speak there?
I have no idea. Maybe a dozen or more.
I know that they're very educated and they speak probably like about 10 different languages.
10 different languages in Africa, and
Or not more.
More?
Maybe more.
Can you name a few for us?
French.
French.
Of course, English. I don't know. They speak another different type of different types of African languages that I don't know. But they speak all different types of other continents' languages too, like Russian and things like that. They're trained more than we are here in America.
In Africa, I believe it.
I think it's over 800.
Over 800, and can you name a couple for us?
Sure. Igbo, Ewe, Twi, Zulu, Xhosa.
Wow.
What else can I do for you? Wolof.
Are you sure you're not African?
No.
Hey, we have a couple.
I know it's an incredibly diverse continent, but I used to be an anthropologist.
What's the population there in Africa?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know the population in America.
That's okay, but if you could give it a guess, over 200 countries, it's a continent. What do you think the population might be?
Maybe 5 million.
No, sure don't.
Can you have a guess?
I say probably 100 million, 150 million around there.
150 million? Do you have a guess?
I
You don't have to. You don't have to listen to your dad. It's okay.
don't know, 50?
50
Yeah.
million?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know what kind of car? If they drive cars there, what kind of cars they have?
Jeeps, I suppose.
Jeeps.
Well, they probably have large vehicles, large terrain vehicles. So Land Rovers will probably be a big user there. They probably have Fiats also, smaller European vehicles out there. That's about all I know.
And do you know, you talked about large terrain vehicles. Do you know what the terrain is like?
The train, no, not really. I haven't.
I think it's like cargo, maybe.
Like, is it like, rural, lots of, dirt roads and stuff? Are there urban areas? Do you know if there are cities there?
Well, there are cities out there, but there's also a lot of tribal locations. There's small cities, what I call towns.
Yeah.
So they're broken up in a lot of places by tribes.
Well, I do know that they have cars there.
They do.
And I don't know what kind of cars they drive. My guess is that a good number of countries probably drive European cars because they're former European colonies. But I don't know. So.
And
Land Rovers, how's that?
Land Rovers,
There
yeah,
we go.
for the terrain, right? What's that like?
Well, you've got mountains and you've got valleys and deserts and rainforests and everything.
And is it very urban there? Do you know if there are very urban areas?
Not many. Not many at all. It's very rural and I mean, with the exception of port cities and that kind of stuff. But
No idea exactly how many mountains, but there are some bodies of water, some urban areas, some rural areas.
Some urban areas. Do you know if it's like particularly urban or particularly rural?
I think that would vary country to country, but I think it's increasingly urbanizing.
I wouldn't know. I've never been.
Well, what would you say? Based on what you've seen in the news and what you've learned about Africa, do you think are there a lot of urban areas?
I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
A lot, like here in America. Are they very urban, or are they kind of urban?
They're a lot. I think they're a lot more classy than we are. I also think that they can be very violent too, because their poverty in South Africa especially.
Is there a lot of poverty there in Africa?
There's poverty all over the world. Yeah, I don't have pity on people. I think that there has to be opposition in all things. Everything you have to have good and bad. You have to have good to appreciate evil. I mean, vice versa. I'm not appreciating evil. Bad and good. You have to have up and down. You have to have left and right. It's all, you have to have balance. Otherwise, there's no balance. Some have to be poor, some have to be rich. And that's why we're supposed to give to one another. We're supposed to help one another. So.
Thank you so much, Michael, for your time. It's been wonderful. And this is What Do You Know About Africa?
Not much.